Hello and what's up everybody? I am a little bit late on my fitness vlog this week, know what I'm saying? But it's Thanksgiving week and you know, I know I said last week that I was gonna have you guys be like my motivators and stuff so that I would like stay on track and everything, and like how I wouldn't want to do a video and tell you guys that I got fatter and I didn't get skinnier and that I didn't have a week of good progress. But fuck man, it's a fucking goddamn fucking Thanksgiving. Like what the fuck was I gonna do, you know? Plus there's just been like some life stuff and like whatever. So here's what happened. So I did not eat right this week. Sorry, I suck. I started to on like the first 2 days after the day I made my last fitness vlog, and then the next day, and then fucking life stuff and groceries and just fucking shit, and then Thanksgiving, and I'm like, fucking kill me, you know what I'm saying? So I will say though that I did keep up my gym going for the most part. I didn't do quite as much cardio as I think I should have done and said I was going to commit to doing, but I definitely did get it in at the gym and I pushed myself a lot harder. And Cody has been like super great about making me feel like I can do it and like I can have one of those fitness girl bodies if I want to, but like he loves me how I am, and you know, and then I watch him go to the gym and he gets all fucking sweaty and with those big ass muscles and stuff that I'm just like, yeah, yeah, you can do it clearly, so I can do it too. So he's been like super great about that. And then when I've been looking at like fitness stuff, because I gotta tell you guys, like I'm pretty smart in a lot of ways. I'm good at researching and figuring shit out. But when it comes to fitness, you look this shit up and it's like this place says this and this fitness expert says that, and it's all fucking like contradictory. Do you do 8 reps? Do you do 15? Do you do heavyweight? Do you do low weight? Do you do both? How do you know? It's so fucking goddamn confusing. It's not like learning about physics, you know, like what goes up must come down, bitch, right? Like no, this shit is like zigzag and fuck. So Cody's been like super great about like clarifying, no, this is for that and this is when you're like this and you don't really need to worry about that. So that's been super great to have a super fitnessy boyfriend like that who like knows stuff and who is really good at eye candy when he takes me to the gym every day. And it makes me like work a little harder. And even cooler is he actually made a buddy at the gym. I'm really bad at making friends with people in real life. I just naturally assume everybody hates me, and if they don't, then when they know me, like they'll hate me. I know you guys are just like, oh my god, shut the fuck up, Paige, like we don't hate you, but you don't understand, like in real life it's different, you know? Like I just feel like I look at people the wrong way and they're like mad at me and I didn't mean to. But anyway, so I'm not like the person who like goes to the gym or whatever and like makes buddies with people, like never have been. I'm a person who like puts on my headphones, listens to music, and gets annoyed at people who won't get off the fucking machine I need. I know, I'm a fucking cunt, I'm sorry. I'm just like the shyest charismatic person you've ever imagined. I guess is the situation. I'm fucking awkward as fuck. Anyway, point is, Cody made a cool little guy friend at the gym, and they're super, you know, bromancing, which is awesome. You know, that we're already making like friends our age on the island and stuff. And he's got a super cute girlfriend with a butt like, listen, I am not a lesbian. I don't want to do shit. I've done it and it doesn't do that much for me, you know. Like I don't look at a girl and be like, I want to get in that. Maybe once upon a time when I was curious, but I'm not really curious about that. But this bitch's ass, holy shit, man. I put her on my Instagram and shouted her out because like that thing is bodaciously bodacious. Know what I'm saying? And so she is this guy's girlfriend. I don't know if I said that already. If I did, listen, I'm sorry. I swear I'm not on anything though. She is like super into the fitness competitions and stuff, and I've never met a girl who's into the fitness stuff. It's different when you're like a girl and you have like girl concerns, and then you train with dudes and they have dude concerns and they don't really know about your like girl concerns. So I met a girl who has girl concerns, and she totally like trained me today and, you know, showed me a whole bunch of butt exercises like I didn't even know existed, and I feel like I've done a lot of butt exercises. So yeah, it was really cool, and she just like clarified a lot of stuff for me about like what's gonna work and what's not gonna work, and like that was really cool. So I was really happy that Cody introduced me, and like I made friends with her and I shouted her out on my Instagram, and you should follow her because yeah. So yeah, Hawaii's going great in that sense where I'm like making friends. We had Thanksgiving yesterday and we hung out with a bunch of friends and we played Heads Up, the thing on like charades on your face, that game. And I haven't done some stuff like that in a long time. So I'm feeling like super socially connected and it's good for my fucking spirit and fucking astrological sign. I don't know, like you LA people know what I mean. I don't even know what I mean because I'm not about that life. Sweating fucking ball sack right now. Like, oh my god, it is hot here. And damn, I'm getting a little freckly. Like, goddamn. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so, that's pretty much the fitness vlog of the week. Boyfriend helped me out a lot, learned a lot of new stuff, pushed myself a lot harder, found a new female workout buddy. That's super cool. Ate like shit, but I think I still look a little better. And hopefully this next week I'll really get into the swing of counting macros and stuff. Oh, which reminds me, some of you guys asked what the fuck macro tracking and carb cycling is. So I'm just gonna give it to you in a nutshell. Everyone's like, okay, eat less food and work out and then you lose weight. Well, that's true in itself, but I think a lot of people do this like Weight Watcher stuff and calorie counting. They're like, oh, I can only have 1,000 calories a day or like something stupid. And like, if you really want a good body, like you have to have muscle to pull things in the right places, and you can't get muscle without food, so you have to eat right, but you can't eat too much food, but you have to eat the right food. So anyway, it's a whole balance. And basically, you know, instead of counting calories, you count your protein, carbs, and fat. And what's really worked well for me is what's called carb cycling, which means you pretty much have the same amount of protein and fat every day, but on some days you have more carbs and some days you have less carbs. And this also is kind of like that whole cheat day philosophy, like diet all week and then have one day where you eat whatever. It's kind of like that, except you still gotta track it. You can't just eat whatever because you can't have like 5,000 calories on your high carb day. But for someone like me, I'm like 130 pounds right now. I would need about 120 protein a day, around 50 fat, and on a carb cycling low day, 80 carbs. On a carb cycling midday, like 100, 110, and on a high day, I could have like 200 carbs, but just one day of the 200 carbs. So out of 7 days a week, there's 3 low carb days, 3 mid carb days, and 1 high carb day. And that is carb cycling. So you really want to save your high carb day for when you're doing the most intense exercises. For me, is like ass and legs workouts. So I make sure that I can really bring it on that day because I have more carbs to like fuel me. Versus me with my upper body, I don't really need like a lot of carbs to do a good upper body workout at this point. So I can do that on like a low carb or a mid carb day. Low carb days you're gonna be tireder because you just don't have as much carbs. So like those are best for like cardio days, I think. You know, just do some like a Stairmaster or whichever cardio you like. Push yourself, you know, but like I think actually my little new my new workout buddy and Cody actually both taught me to just do the incline on the treadmill at like the highest incline you can, but only do it at like 2.5. So you never get to that point where you're just like dying, but you are still burning a lot because you're dealing with that incline, and you can do it for like an hour and you won't fucking die. And Cody taught me that, and it was really cool because I could actually do that and just like fucking watch YouTube videos because it's not like so taxing. And so that's what I'll be doing on my like low carb days. So that in a nutshell is macro tracking and carb cycling in theory. In practice, this just means you have to have a food scale. You get an app like My Macros Plus on the App Store. You can scan barcodes or you can put in specific nutrition facts. It's really easy after the first month. The first month you're like, oh god, I have to track everything, it's such a pain in the ass. But then you find out that you have all your recent food saved and you're pretty much eating like the same things. You shouldn't be eating out all the time, but even if you do, you can actually track Chipotle. Like you can go on their nutrition section of their website and be like, oh, you know, how much chicken is in your thing and how much, and I had with cheese, and you'll see the nutrition facts. And honestly, it's a learning experience. It's not really something you want to go online and be like, oh, I need this on this day and this food on this day. You just kind of learn how to do it yourself because you actually start learning like what's in food, you know, and you know what about 4 or 5 ounces of ground turkey or chicken looks like. You know that has about, you know, 25, 30 protein or whatever. And you know these things, so it becomes easier to meet your goals and actually learn about like the food you eat. And then, you know, if a lot of people just eat super dry and basic and they just do the meat and veggies and eggs in the morning and whatever. I like to get a little dressed up, you know. I buy sugar-free chocolate syrup for my coffee, and you know, I count those little carbs. When I've heavily macro tracked in the past, I would get like pretty creative about it, and I would make ice cream out of like yogurt and protein powder, and like go online and research stuff like this and find really good foods that fit in the macros. It takes work and a little planning, but you can still eat like really yummy. Or if that's too complicated for you and you're just like, whatever, I can just eat basic and I don't need like extra little things or sweets, then just fucking go with the clean eating rice, chicken, and broccoli every night, and that'll work too. But I'm looking for something that's more sustainable that still allows me to eat some of the yummy things. For example, let's say on low carb day, I know it's like I'm really gonna want some ice cream later, and I have these Skinny Cow ice creams that have like 20 carbs in my fridge, right, and like 10 fat. Then I know that on low carb day I have to be very low carb, like no rice, no like salad dressing, like I have to like cut out a lot of the carbier things. I remember even on low carb days I would cut out like the blueberries and strawberries I would put in my yogurt in the morning, just because that was how I could have my ice cream at night. So I still got my like yummy cookies and cream ice cream at night, but I had to kind of like plan around it. And it sounds really complicated the way I put it, but I swear to you, after like a month it becomes like pretty easy. And I know, coming from me, if it's so easy, why haven't I done it? Why don't I look fucking perfect? I know, it's because I'm lazy like you. So but I've done it, and if you look at pictures of me when I of like almost 2 years ago now, like I was pretty skinny because of the macro tracking. And over time you can get a little more like lax with it, you know. It doesn't have to be like so on your macros, but it's good to like hold yourself to that for the first month, just because it forces you to learn how to eat and be aware of things. So yeah, with that said, I hope that was helpful. Just look up macro tracking or IAmPaigeJ in Google if it fits your macros, and just that kind of stuff. You can learn about it. And I'm gonna show you if I look any different or not. I'm not wearing the same thing, so hopefully I look a little different, a little more toned. I don't know, but I love you. So let's see. Okay. So, okay. I just ate also, so like don't hate me. I didn't have any carbs, but I had like chicken and like a little cheese and avocado. So hopefully the shadows was like very, I don't know, flattering. I don't know. But I did do some legs today. So I don't know, you're probably not really seeing any changes at the moment. Maybe my butt is a little more pumped up since I did some like booty workouts, like I don't know. But muscles, hopefully. Okay. So that's the situation. I feel a little like tighter, I think. Remember, I'm still like pale as fuck, so we're working on it. And I definitely, my legs felt like 10 times better than whatever I've been doing before. Like I actually felt my quads working in ways that they haven't been. So I think my quads are they're doing all right. I mean, they're like my weakest spot. You know, my good spot is my upper body. So yeah, that's my fitness vlog number 2. Hopefully I look a little leaner next week. We measured my inches this morning. It was nothing to be proud about, honestly. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for listening to my stupid face one more time. I really love you, and goodbye.